Again, trying to connect. Okay, so we're learning the laws of Shabbos. Alter Rebbe Shulchan Aruch 6, section 305, halacha 32, speaking about milking on Shabbos. And now we're going to discuss if we can eat, if we can consume the milk right after Shabbos. All the above applies with regard to partaking of the milk on Saturday night, but on Shabbos itself, the milk is forbidden. Okay?
Yeah.
There's a lot of discussions on this, but we'll continue. So it says, even to be moved should not be done. You should not even move it. This applies even if a non-Jew milked the animal on his own initiative, and even if the animal belonged to the non-Jew. The rationale is that our sages issued a decree forbidding liquids that flow forth from foods on Shabbos on their own accord, or that are expressed by a non-Jew to be used until Saturday night, for the reason to be explained in section 320 and section 325. Milk that was milked on Shabbos was also included in this decree, for it is also a liquid that came into being on Shabbos. It's noilod, something that came into being on Shabbos.
Right.
And since it is forbidden to be consumed on the Shabbos, it is also forbidden to be moved, because it is muktzah. Since it is not fit to be used for anything during that day, even if the non-Jew expressed the milk into food. Thus, the milk is not placed in the category of liquids, and is not included in the decree against liquids that emerge on Shabbos. It is nevertheless forbidden until the evening, unless it was milked immediately upon the commencement of Shabbos. Milk is prohibited if it was milked afterwards. However, when the majority of the milk in the animal's udder was possibly generated there on Shabbos, for the milk that was added on Shabbos is muktzah, because it is new entity that came into being, noilod, on Shabbos, since the animal's blood would be transformed and become milk. Even when the person thought of drinking the milk while it was still day on Friday, it is of no consequence, since at that time that milk did not yet exist. It is not comparable to other entities that first come into existence noilod on Shabbos and are permitted because they already existed while it was still day on Friday. It is just that their form changed on Shabbos, as will be explained in section 308. The reason license was granted on a festival to express an animal's milk into food is that on festival an animal and the milk it carries is fit to be eaten. For if a person desired, he could slaughter the animal and also partake of the animal generated on the festival, because the milk is secondary to the animal and batel, auxiliary to it. As such, even when the animal is milked while it is alive, there is no prohibition, because it is deemed as noilod, since it is considered as food that is separated from food. For the milk and the animal's body are considered as the same entity, because both of them are in the category of food. One type of food is being separated from another, and the laws of noilod does not apply to such a case when one type of food separated from the other, even though the milk is new entity. On Shabbos, by contrast, not Yom Tov, the animal is not fit to be eaten. Can't eat the animal, shecht an animal on Shabbos.
Right.
Hence, the milk that is milked from it is considered as noilod in the full sense, because it first comes into the world of Shabbos. So therefore you should not touch it, and you should not drink it on Shabbos. To you.